Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, and we got a bit of crazy news going on today from Thousand Pound Sisters. Amy Slaton has been arrested for narcotics and child endangerment after a camel bite. So it's Tuesday, and she's already getting screwed, and it's not hump day. Like, imagine getting busted by a freaking camel. Although I've been busted by a basset hound before one time. When I was in high school, I didn't have anything to smoke out of. I made one of those aluminum foil bowls, crumpled it up, chucked it in the woods when I was done, and my basset hound went and found that damn thing, brought it back to my mother, and my ass was just busted. I don't think anybody's been busted by a basset hound before, but that dog was like a little klepto. She used to steal the neighbor's shovel, steal like crates of tangerines, all kinds of crazy stuff. But we're off topic, guys. So let's get back to this article and what exactly happened to her and how the hell she got bit by a camel. Like, that's just the craziest thing. Oh, that's a hell of a mugshot, too. Boy, she looks like she might be tripping balls right there. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Amy Slaton, I know she was going through a lot with the divorce and things like that with her husband. And from the one episode I saw of the new season, it seemed like he was very controlling. The one part I saw, he had her card or something like that. He wouldn't give it back to her, which is a big no go for me. Like any guy that's that controlling, it's like you probably need to kick his ass to the curb. But let's get into this article real quick. Thousand Pound Sister star Amy Slaton spent Labor Day behind bars after a camel bite at a Tennessee zoo led to an arrest for alleged possession of illegal drugs and allegedly putting a child in danger, which is going to be the more heavy of the charges, I think. It's not the possession that's going to get her in a lot of trouble. It's going to be the child endangerment charges she's going to get from this that are going to be the bigger deal, that are going to ruin her public perception. Nobody's going to look at her the same after this. Like everybody thought, oh, poor Amy, she's going through something. But once you start putting kids in jeopardy, people look at you a little different. And I would like to think you make better choices than that. But here's what happened. Crockett County Sheriff deputies arrived Monday at the Tennessee Safari Park in Alamo after receiving calls a guest had been bit by a camel. Which I feel like you get that call, you're a little freaked out. Like, what the hell? Who's getting attacked by a camel out here? But during their investigation, the deputies came upon a vehicle occupied by Slaton and Brian Scott Lavorn, who I don't know who the hell this guy is. If he's like maybe the reason she's breaking bariatric all of a sudden, going Sons of Fadarchy on us. I don't know what exactly they had, but this guy just seems like bad news to me. If he's the one that kind of roped her into this, because I didn't get that vibe from her in the early seasons, even when she was with the man child she was with at the start. And they reportedly smelled a suspicious odor coming from inside. Ooh, I wonder what that could be. Okay, there's a nice picture of her before she kind of looked all tweaked out in that photo that she took the mugshot. But that smell was allegedly narcotics related. Slated and Lavorn were arrested for illegally possession of Schedule One and Schedule what? That's six. Bro, that's got to be what? I don't even know what Roman numeral that is, but it sounds bad. Okay, 6 drugs. I think that's 6. It might be 4. I don't know. I'm bad with Roman numerals. And 2 counts of child endangerment. It's not clear who the youngster was or what type of drugs were allegedly used. Interesting to note, in Tennessee, weed is illegal, which I feel like Tennessee is kind of a little behind on that one. I live in Maryland. They legalized that stuff a while ago. Everybody's kind of been token up over here. And on the West Coast, they've been rocking with that legal stuff for a long time. Both were hauled away to county jail where they posed for mugshots. And that is not a mugshot. That is her Fat and Furious fetish website. Okay. But Crockett County officials did not identify who was bitten by the animal or the extent of the victim's injuries. Amy Slaton has been a fixture of Thousand Pound Sisters with her sibling Tammy since the first show aired on TLC in 2020, chronicling their efforts to lose weight, which Tammy used to drive me nuts. I've seen a lot of the earlier season. I watched it. I thought it was funny. Like, they're very entertaining as a group. Like, sisters, they make, like, entertaining, funny stuff. But, like, Tammy, she used to get on my damn nerves because she reminded me of me when I was 605 pounds and just wasn't ready to change yet. But last year, Amy's husband, Michael Halterman, filed for divorce from Amy after 4 years of marriage. They shared 2 sons, Gage Dion and Glenn Dion. Dion. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that seems to be the extent of the article. And I know they're saying that it didn't tell you what type it was or what like drugs were found. Although I'm pretty sure I read in another article it was mushrooms and weed that were found. So she's out here chasing aliens around a damn park getting bit by a camel, which I feel like would totally ruin your trip now that I think about it. Probably smoking up, and she has her two kids with her. Which, like I said, that is the bigger of the problem. The fact that the kids are there, you got some new guy with you that's got you party hardy, which I'm going to give her a bit of grace here, and I'm going to say she's trying to get away from a bad marriage where she's not getting along with the last guy, and she runs into this guy who's like, oh, sure, do this, do that, and she's just willing to do whatever to make that guy happy because I've seen that scenario play out so many times for so many, like, I mean, I've known girls that were squeaky clean when we were younger. Next thing you know, they're dating a tweaker, and a year later, they're gone. Like, they just changed so much in that year, and they died with a needle hanging out of their arm. Sadly, that's kind of how this plays out sometimes, and I don't have to be the one to tell you that, but sometimes you can think you're escaping a bad thing and run into an even worse thing, which I think this guy's bad news, if anything. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Amy from here. I just know that everyone's never going to look at her the same. At least I'm never going to look at her the same because she put those children in that predicament. And I don't know. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on this one. I just thought this was a crazy article. Like, how do you get busted by a camel? And how the hell did I get busted by a basset hound? But leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think because I'm really curious what people think about this. And I'll see y'all later. Peace. Here's a little more context of the story. Apparently, people are saying that they saw Amy walking through the parking lot with a shirt wrapped around her arm before EMS workers arrived to whisk her away. So, what happened to the TLC SAR? They say the camel bit her, but the safari park is definitely against that. They're saying it is in a drive-through safari and a walk-through zoo where people pay to feed exotic animals to creatures. Available for the close contact experience include camels and giraffes, which if you ever Google camel bite, I'm going to tell you those things look disgusting because I knew about camels being wicked demon humpback like monsters before this, but these mammals are supposedly peaceful. I don't know, didn't Foodie Beauty catch like, I don't know, she caught camel bite fever or something, started itching. I don't know what the hell happened to her over there. But one of the owners of the Tennessee Safari Park, John Connolly, assured TMZ Amy's injury did not come from a camel. He claimed the cut above her elbow could not be linked to the creature's bite mark. And if you're asking me, from the ones I've seen, they're like rips and tears. It looks like they just ripped the flesh away. But if it was a clean cut, like they're saying here, with no bruised tissue, sounds like somebody got chefed up or something. Maybe her and the mister allegedly got into a fight. Something happened. Somebody got a little nicked up by something. But the camel bite story doesn't check out. That's basically what they're saying.